Hello, good evening all of you. Welcome to our discussion of zoology questions of today's Neet examination. Some parts are from botany, some parts are from zoology section itself, because biology, the two subjects are coming overlappingly. Okay, so the first question itself is from botany. Question number 106. What is the fate of a piece of DNA carrying only gene of interest? See, this question is an ambiguous one actually. We are giving only a gene of interest which is having no worry. In our NCERT book, it is given. If that is given, which is transferred to an alien organism, most probably that gene may be, or that DNA may be lost, because it is having no origin of replication of its own. It cannot replicate. That is why we have to add it to a genome which is having an ORI. Then only it will multiply. A DNA can multiply only if it is added to a genome having an ORI. It is given in our NCERT clearly. Okay, so piece of DNA would be able to multiply itself. No, it cannot multiply by itself because it is having no ORI. ORI ഇല്ലാത്തത് കൊണ്ട് സ്വന്തമായിട്ട് അതിനെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് പറ്റില്ല. Independently in the progeny cells, no, it may get integrated into the genome of the recipient is not at all taking up it, provided it should be having that ability, as in the case of TI plasmid. It may multiply and be inherited along with the host DNA. It cannot multiply its own. Normally it is lost. The alien piece of DNA is not an integral part of chromosome. That is correct. It shows ability to replicate. It shows the ability. That is why when it is added to the ORI, it will replicate. So the most probable answer should be D and E correct. Most probable answer. Okay, there is some ambiguity. It should be that DNA should be lost. It may be lost. It is given in our NCERT clearly. Okay. The next question is question number 109. Given below are two statements. Bt toxin exists as inactive protein. Sorry. Bt toxins are insect group specific, correct, and coded by a gene CR1AC. There are so many genes. Here it is given AC, correct. That is a correct one. Bt toxin exists as an inactive protein in Bacillus thuringiensis. However, after ingestion by the insect, the inactive protoxin get converted into active form due to alkaline pH, not acidic pH. It is the alkalinity. Insectന്റെ ആൽക്കലൈനിറ്റിയാണ് പ്രോടോക്സിനെ ടോക്സിനാക്കി മാറ്റിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is false. So we have to take 2 as the right answer. Okay, next question is hint 2. Always cut DNA molecules at a particular point called recognition sequence. Hint 2 is the first enzyme, restricted endonuclease enzyme, that is isolated and characterized. And it is having 6 base pairs. It is having 6 base pairs. Hint 2 is having 6 base pairs. Which one of the following is not a criteria for classification of fungi? Fungi are classified into 4 groups mainly based upon 3 characters. 3 characters ആണ്. ഏതൊക്കെയാണ്? Mode of nutrition. No. Nutrition of them are saprotrophic and few of them are parasitic. So it is not nutrition, but spore formation, nature of the fruiting body, and morphology of the mycelium, whether it is aseptate or septate. So these are the three characters which this is not a character of criteria based upon which we are classifying. So mode of nutrition is the answer for this question. Now, equation, world whose per logistic growth curve, we are having sigmoid curve growth, okay, where dn by dt K. What is that K? K is the carrying capacity, maximum number the ecosystem can uphold. That is the maximum number or maximum density of that population that ecosystem can support. That's called carrying capacity. And this K n by K is what is called environmental resistance. Okay. So this is for the most realistic population growth that is commonly seen in nature. We are having the same technique that is to be applied. We know that rhizopus, it is bread mold. So it is 3. It is 3. Immediately we eliminated 1 and 3. Then Astilago, smut. Astilago is smut. Both are having. Now the difference is in C. Puccinia. Puccinia is rust fungus. So it is 4. And what is agaricus? Agaricus is the mushroom. So answer goes to option 4. Is that clear? So we use elimination technique. Sometimes you may be lucky. In subsequent questions, there are options where even by a single first comparison, you will be arriving. ഒരൊറ്റ ആദ്യത്തെ കമ്പാരിസണിൽ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉത്തരത്തിലേക്ക് വരാൻ പറ്റുന്ന വിധത്തിലാണ് പല ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസും. Now, capacity to generate whole plant. ഇതിപ്പോൾ അഡീഷണൽ ആയിട്ട് ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കാണ്. ബയോടെക്നോളജി 2-ൽ apart from propagation of മൈക്രോ പ്രൊപ്പഗേഷനെ ഒക്കെ കുറിച്ച് ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതേ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ പലതവണ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തതുമാണ്. Whole plant from a cell. The cell is having ability to produce the whole plant. That's called totipotency. Totipotency is the ability of cell to produce the entire plant. It can grow and develop into any type of tissue. So it is totipotency. Again, in an ecosystem, if the NPP in the first trophic level, that is produces, generally it will be produces, it is 100x. It will be giving 10% of this one to the second trophic level. Second trophic level like ഇതിന്റെ 10% കൊടുക്കുന്നത് അല്ലേ? ലിൻഡ്മാൻസ് ലോ or 10% ലോ പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എത്ര എത്തും? 10x. But question third trophic level ആണ്. അതിന്റെയും 10%. So it is only 1x. So the answer is x kilocalories per meter square per year. Answer is that one. I have told you that you should work out. You should draw a diagram if you are having any confusion. Whatever may be the value here, 10% to the next one, 10% to the next one. So it goes on dissipating as per the Lindman's law or 10% law. Is that clear? Again, what is ponds? Ponds will be connecting different regions of the brain. Ponds alla vaakinte artham thanne bridge എന്നാണ്. Okay, so it is 3. Hypothalamus, it is producing hormones, right? Satiety hormones, hormone that causes thirst, hunger, etc. It also causes the production of oxytocin, vasopressin. So you are having neurosecretory cells 4. So 3, 4. Option എങ്ങനെയാണ് പോകുന്നത് 3, 4. Then medulla oblongata controls respiration and gastrointestinal secretions, and cerebellum, see, posture and balance, equilibrium. So 3, 4, 2, 1. So the option goes to first one. Clear? ഇവിടെ 3 എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരൊറ്റ ഓപ്ഷനേ ഉള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ആൻസറിലേക്ക് വരാം. പക്ഷെ എന്നാലും ഒന്നുകൂടി കൺഫേം ചെയ്തു എന്ന് മാത്രം. Is that clear? Which of the following is not a component of fallopian tube? Fallopian tube is the female genital tract. Okay, the tube which is oviduct, simply oviduct. We are having isthmus, infundibulum, ampulla, but not uterine fundus. What is uterine fundus? The raised part of the uterus is called the fundus. We are having the widest part called ampulla and the narrow part called isthmus. These are the 3 parts of the fallopian tube. So uterine fundus is a part of the uterus. TE plasmid of Agrobacterium tumefaciens stands for tumor inducing. TA is for tumor inducing. It's a soil living bacteria but can invade into dicot plants and cause what is called crown gall disease, a tumor called crown gall. ആ crown gall disease ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് അതിൻ്റെ TI plasmidലുള്ള tDNA വഴിയാണ്. That is why we call it as tumor inducing plasmid. That plasmid is called tumor inducing plasmids. It is a natural genetic engineer. It is our friend. We have made them our friend and are employing them in transferring our desired DNA into so many dicot plants. Again, expiratory capacity, EC. EC is equal to T, expiratory reserve volume. So expiratory reserve volume, and so it is 2. See, we are having only 2 options, 2 and 4. Functional residual capacity, FRC. I have told you several times, whenever you are having a doubt, you have to draw a diagram. Okay, for this is a definite question and you have to make a diagram if you are having any doubt on that. Okay, FRC is equal to expiratory reserve volume, that is volume of air we can send out, plus volume you can never send out. So it is 4. So 2 is followed by 4. So immediately we came to the answer 4. Then vital capacity, expiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume. Expiratory capacity, tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. So the answer goes to 4. Clear? Given below are 2 statements. One is label and assertion and reason type question. FSH act on ovarian follicles in female and Leydig cells in male. FSH is acting on Sertoli cells in males. It acts on Sertoli cells. Okay. Growing ovarian follicle secrete estrogen in females, correct. While interstitial cells, that is Leydig cells, secrete androgens or testosterone in male human beings. That part is correct. So statement 1 is wrong. Statement A is false, but R is true. Okay, so question 155. Answer is 3. Why it is A false? FSH act on ovarian follicles in female, but and Leydig cells in males. Leydig cells, it is LH that is acting on Leydig cells. FSH is acting on Sertoli cells. ഇതിൽ ഒരു വാക്ക് NCERT യിൽ ഇല്ലാത്തതുണ്ട്. A word that is not in your NCERT book. Autoimmune disease. Myasthenia gravis. Autoimmune disease ആണ് നമ്മുടെ ബുക്കിലുണ്ട്. Rheumatoid arthritis. Gout is not. It is a metabolic default. Muscular dystrophy is a genetical defect. And systemic lupus erythematosus. SLE. It is affecting so many organs, mainly liver, brain, etc. So it is an autoimmune disease. So remember that A and B are correct. A and B and D. We know that muscular dystrophy is a genetical disease. So it cannot be. Everybody knows. So only other option where A, B are present is 1, A, B and D. So immediately you should answer it. This is the technique that you should adopt even if there is a unknown factor in the answer. You eliminate others. This cannot be. A is correct, B is correct. You know that. And A, B plus E and D are options. We know that D is not the answer. So it should be E. That is the correct. It is an autoimmune disease that is affecting several organs of our body. It is an autoimmune disease. SLE. Okay. That is the only word that is out of our NCERT. Common cold. Everybody knows that it is by Renal. So 3. Immediately we came to the answer. Hemozoin is released by Plasmodium in the RBC. Viral test is for typhoid and allergy because of the dust mites. So 3, 1, 2, 4. Is that clear? That technique you have to adopt. I hope all of you have used these techniques in arriving at the answer quickly. Pleurobranchia. What is pleurobranchia? Pleurobranchia is coming under Ctenophora. Radula is present in mollusks. Stomachord, a notochord-like structure seen in Hemichordata. And air bladder is present only in bony fishes, Osteichthyes. So 2, 1, 4, 3. 2, 1, 4, 3. The option is 1. Clear? This diagram is actually the very simple one which you have to identify. We know that okay, this is the striated muscle. This is the unstriated visceral muscles, and this is cardiac. Once you identify that, you go through the option. 1, A, skeletal muscle, correct, striated muscle, so put a tick. Smooth muscles present on stomach, involuntary, correct. Triceps and biceps are, this is the biceps, this is the triceps. Okay. Then cardiac present on the walls of the heart only. So that is correct. Then this is the answer. You go for option 2. A, skeletal, biceps, that is correct. 2, involuntary intestine, that is correct. 3, C, smooth. No, this is not smooth. So you cannot take this one. 3, involuntary, A, no. 4, A, smooth, no. So we eliminated all others, and so the first one alone is the correct answer. അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത്. ഓക്കെ, ഇത് സ്ട്രൈറ്റഡ് മസിലാണ്, വോളണ്ടറി ആണ്. ഇത് സ്മൂത്ത് മസിലാണ്, ഇന്റേണൽ ഓർഗൻസ്, വിസറൽ ഓർഗൻസിൽ കാണുന്നതാണ്, അതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ വിസറൽ മസിൽ എന്ന് കൂടി പറയും. ഇത് കാർഡിയാക് ആണ്, ഓൺലി പ്രസന്റ് ഓൺ ദി വാൾസ് ഓഫ് ദി ഹാർട്ട്. ഓക്കെ, which of the following statement is incorrect? Most commonly used in bioreactors are stirring type. Same statement from our NCERT. Bioreactors are used to produce small scale. No. It is not used for producing small scale. In laboratory, you can produce in small scale, but for marketing in a large scale, we have to produce the product in a bulk, industrial scale in a bioreactor. So that part is wrong. Bioreactor have an agitator system, an oxygen delivery system, form control system. Correct. A bioreactor provide optimal growth conditions. Correct. For achieving the desired product. Correct. So the wrong statement is only the second one. Answer is the second one. Again, pterophyllum. Pterophyllum is the angelfish, slow moving angelfish. So it is 3. Here you are having 2 options where A is 3. So wait for the second one. Myxine, hagfish, 1. So it is option 1. A3, B1. Pristis. Pristis is the sawfish. And XI-XII is the flying fish. So 3, 1, 2, 4. Clear? ഇതെല്ലാം നമ്മുടെ NCERT ഉള്ളത് തന്നെയാണ്. Yes. This is the PBR 322. Find the role of X and Y. See, this is the clue. PBU2 is having a cutting site on that one. So it is row. And X is then the part of the DNA which is responsible for initiation of multiplication, also responsible for the copy number. Okay, so we are having controlling the copy number ORI, and Y for protein involved in replication. Replication, proteins for replication of that plasmid. Remember, it is an autonomous replicating. Plasmids are autonomous. So it should have its own enzyme produced independent of the nuclear genome. So it is having that code for producing all the enzyme needed for its own replication. That is present in row part. So that should be 1. Okay. This is antibiotic resistance, which are the selectable markers. The presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity of a girl. Correct. Statement 2. The hymen is torn during the first coitus only. No, it may be torn off by a sudden fall or jolt, insertion of a vaginal tampon, or by some exercises like horseback riding, swimming, etc. So, presence of or absence of the hymen is never an indication of virginity or absence of virginity. Is that clear? So, statement 1 correct, statement 2 wrong, statement 2 false. So, the option is 2. Clear? Statements. Annelids are true coelomates. Yes, they are all eucoelomates. Poriferans are pseudo-coelomates. Poriferans are having only tissue grade of lead. No, they are having only cellular grade. Poriferans are having cellular grade. Askelmids are acoelomates. Askelmids are having pseudo-coelom. Platyhelminths are pseudocoelomates. So only one is the correct one. Choose the correct answer. A is the only one. Okay. Two statements. In nephron, descending limb of loop of Henle. Okay. Descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. No, it is freely permeable to water. Water goes out. So this is wrong. Proximal convoluted tubule is lined by cuboidal. Here you are having cuboidal, brush-bordered epithelium which is abundant with mitochondria. So it is columnar, wrong. So first statement and second statement are all wrong. Both statement 1 and 2 are false. Is that clear? It is lined by cuboidal, simple cuboidal epithelium. In both sexes of cockroach, a pair of jointed filament structure called anal cerci. Remember, it is a sensory organ. Arise from the 10th tergum, last segment, 10th tergum. Okay. Anal style is present only in males, arising from the 9th sternum. Cerci arise from the 10th tergum, last segment. Again, we are having the same question given to you earlier. Fibrous joints. Fibrous joints are immovable joints. Okay. For example, skull, they do not show any movement, immovable. So fibrous joint is 3. This time you are very lucky. There is only one option where A is 3. So immediately you mark it. Cartilaginous joints. Limited movement. It is allowing some degree of movement, slightly movable joints. And classical example is the vertebral hinge joints. See, hinge joints are moving only in one direction. Knee, help in locomotion, correct. Ball and socket, maximum degree of movement, multi-axial, okay. Humerus and pectoral girdle, rotational movement. It is providing maximum degree of movement. So the option is confirmed as 3. Not a steroid hormone, testosterone, progesterone. These are all steroid hormones, whereas glucagon, insulin and glucagon are polypeptide hormones. So this is the answer. Cortisol, etc. are steroid hormones. So a non-steroid hormone is glucagon. Stages of pathway for the conduction of an action potential through the heart. We know that. Okay. Having the action potential starting from SA node, then AV node, AV bundle, passes through the anterior and posterior, then Purkinje fibers. Okay. So we are having SA node 1. Then you are having AV node. So EC, it should be EC. We came to that answer immediately. Okay. Then you are having AV bundle. From AV bundle, bundle branches, anterior and posterior, bundle branches, bundle of His, bundle branches. So that is the fourth one, and the last one is Purkinje fibers. B is the last one. So only one option where you are having B as the last one, smallest branches. Okay, the answer is fourth one. Non-medicated IUD. Lippis loop is classical Lippis loop where there is no medication or medicated structures. It is non-medicated. No hormone, no chemicals. Copper releasing. See, you cannot immediately come to the answer. There are two answers. You can eliminate only 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 cannot be the answer, only 3 or 4. Again, B is 1 in both cases, multi-load. Difference is in C, hormone releasing. Hormone releasing are levonorgestrel, LNG20. And implants are progesterones. Norplant is containing levonorgestrel, which is synthetic progesterone. So it is 3142. 3142. Answer is third one. Clear? അതായിരിക്കും ഉത്തരം. കാരണം നമുക്ക് വ്യത്യാസം ഇവിടെയാണ്, സിയിലാണ്. അത് നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് തരാൻ പറ്റും. Not a natural or traditional contraceptive method. Periodic abstinence is a method, natural method. Lactation amenorrhea, coitus interruptus. Whereas voles are coming under barrier method. It is not a natural one. It is not a traditional one. Voles are barriers. So the answer is 3. Again, you are having match the following. Cocaine, coca alkaloids. Cocaine or coca alkaloids are obtained from Erythroxylum coca. Okay, so you are lucky this time also. You are having only one option where A is 3. Then B, heroin. Heroin is obtained from Papaver somniferum. And morphine is a sedative, effective sedative. And marijuana, hemp plant, cannabis sativa. At least you know these things. All of them are in our NCERT book. So either you go through this one, first one, or the last one. There is only one option, D, marijuana, cannabis sativa. So it will be giving you the correct answer. Easy to arrive at the right answer. Again, typhoid. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi. It's a bacterium. We'll wait. Leishmaniasis. Leishmania donoveri. It's a protozoan, flagellated protozoan. Trypanosoma gambiense and Leishmania are two flagellated protozoans that are all parasitic in man, digenetic parasites. So it is 3. So 4, 3, immediately we came to the answer. Ringworm. It is caused by fungus. So we are very sure that ringworms are caused by fungal infection. So C is one only in one option. And filariasis. Filaria is caused by the nematode. Wuchereria malayi or Wuchereria bancrofti. Okay, which is a nematode coming under Askelmins. Nematode is a worm coming under Askelmins. Okay, nematode. Alpha-1 antitrypsin is used for boosting our immunity. Okay, so that we can fight against emphysema. So we are having two answers, A and B. Wait for that. Second one, Cry1AB and Cry1AC. You may be having some confusion, but there is one answer that will be clearing you. Enzyme replacement therapy. How this is for ADA deficiency? It is 2. So remember that Cry1AB is for corn borer. Genes that produce different types of toxins which are specific against different types of plant pests. So, corn borer and XI-XII that is given in our book, again clearly it is responsible for cotton bollworm resistance. Cotton bollworm. So the answer is second one. Any doubt? Now, two statements. Assertion reason, breastfeeding during initial period of an infant growth is recommended by doctors for bringing a healthy baby. So, breastfeeding is essential. From the first milk that comes out, and several antibodies, that is the word in our NCERT book, absolutely essential to develop resistance for the newborn baby. So that is the correct statement. So when both statements are correct, you ask why. Why doctors are saying that breastfeeding during the initial period of growth is highly essential for bringing up of a healthy baby, because that colostrum contains antibodies that give resistance. That is why the baby is developing healthy baby. So that is the correct explanation. So you give A and R the correct, and R is the correct explanation. You give option 4. This one, it may change. What is the option you have to select? That will change in different questions. So you should be very, very cautious in answering that part. For the formation of oxyhemoglobin in alveoli, what are the favorable conditions? What is the situation? High partial pressure of oxygen and lesser hydrogen ion concentration. Correct. Low partial pressure of carbon dioxide and high hydrogen ion concentration. No. Low partial pressure of carbon dioxide and high temperature. No. What are the conditions? High partial pressure of oxygen, low partial pressure of carbon dioxide, low temperature, low hydrogen ion concentration. Low hydrogen ion concentration means more pH value higher, alkaline condition. Is that clear? So high partial pressure of oxygen and high partial of carbon dioxide. No. So the answer should be 1. You are having a unicellular glandular epithelium. Unicellular glands are mucus producing cells which are all goblet cells of alimentary canal. You have to wait. So A is 3. Only one option. So this part sometimes may be confusing you, but this will be helping you a lot. Goblet cells are mucus producing. Compound epithelium. Where is the compound epithelium? Moist surface of the buccal epithelium, buccal lining. So it is 4. Multicellular glandular epithelium. Say it is multicellular glands made up of large number of cells. It is salivary glands. Now it is endocrine glandular epithelium. Glands are modified epithelial cells. So this is endocrine. So what can be? It can be pancreas. Can be pancreas. Is that clear? So option 3 for 1, 2, 3 for 1, 2. This is the clue. From the first one itself, you have identified the answer. Endocrine glandular epithelium is pancreas. Regarding juxtamedullary nephrons, renal corpuscles of juxtamedullary nephrons lie in the outer portion of the renal medulla. No, always it is in the cortex, not in medulla. Always, whether it is juxtamedullary or cortical nephrons, the renal corpuscles are lying in the cortex. So that is wrong. Of juxtamedullary nephron run deep into the medulla. Correct. It is long and run deep into. Juxtamedullary nephron outnumber. Outnumber means they are larger in number. No, juxtamedullary are only 15%. Cortical nephrons are 85%. So it is wrong. Juxtamedullary nephrons are located in the columns of Botany. Never. Columns of Botany are extensions of the cortex into the medulla in between the pyramids. So only the correct one is 2. Now we are having GnRH producing FSH and LH. So it should be FSH. ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone. It is the in males. LH in males are called interstitial cell hormone because it acts on the interstitial cells, Leydig cells. Okay, so we have see that A is FSH. So it may be 2 or 4. Then LH. LH is acting on where it is androgen. So it is males. So LH is acting on Leydig cells. Leydig cells. Okay. So we are having FSH, Leydig cells. Immediately we are coming to the answer. Then what is the FSH act on where Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells. And Sertoli cells are producing nourishment, provide every factor that is helping in spermiogenesis. So D is spermiogenesis. Because the spermatids are remaining attached and development is completed after taking till they are all completing their development, they are remaining attached with the Sertoli cells, and only after completing the development they become separated. That is called spermiation. So the answer should be 4th one. Next question is regarding the ECG, P, Q, R, S and T. What is this P wave? P wave is the depolarization of atria. Depolarization of atria. This time you are also lucky because there is only one option. A is 3. We'll wait. QRS. QRS is the wave which is causing depolarization of ventricles. So it is 2. What is T wave? Coming back. Repolarization of ventricles. And what is TP? See, this is one, the next one. This is one wave, next wave. So TP. After one contraction, there will be a short period during which there is no contraction. So during this period, heart muscles are electrically silent, meaning they are in joint diastole. Period during which no electrical activity is present in them. Okay, so this is the 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Immediately we came to the answer. Though this term TP gap is not in NCERT, you can identify it. You can arrive at the answer by using this technique. Clear? Two statements. Bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ. It's a primary lymphoid organ. Correct. Where all blood cells, including lymphocytes, are produced. Not only T cells and B cells, but also the hemopoietic stem cells that give rise to different types of blood cells are also arising from that bone marrow. Correct. Bone marrow and thymus provide microenvironment for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. That's also correct. T T lymphocytes are originating first in bone marrow, then migrating for the thymus. They are migrated to the thymus. And in that thymus, they mature. So both of them are providing both bone marrow and thymus. These are the two primary lymphoid organs. So both statements are correct. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. So you give the option 4. Given below are two statements. Gauss competitive exclusion principle. He worked on two species of Paramecia. Okay. And stated that two closely related species competing for the same resources. Same resources, not different resources. There need not be a competition if they are all having different resources. They are all competing simply because they are requiring the same resources. So that statement is wrong. According to Gauss principle, during competition, the inferior will be eliminated. See, when two species of Paramecia were cultured together, the Paramecium item was completely trounced. Paramecium aurelia survived because Paramecia aurelia is superior. During competition, inferior will be eliminated, correct? This may be true if resources are limiting. Competition will be occurring if the resources are limiting and the competing ones will be fighting for the same resources and the superior one will be surviving, eliminating the inferior one. So statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 wrong. Statement 1 is false, but statement 2 is true. Option is 3. Clear? Answer exophthalmic goiter. It is occurring because of the hypersecretion of thyroid hormone, protruding eyeballs. That is why it is called exophthalmic. So 3. ഇപ്രാവശ്യം നിങ്ങൾ അത്ര ലക്കി അല്ല. നോക്കുക, 2 ഓപ്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. You are having 2. Acromegaly, growth hormone produced in excess. So 3, then 4. അതിലും ലക്കി അല്ല. C ആണ്. Cushing syndrome. Cushing syndrome is characterized by moon phase, excess secretion of cortisol, hyper secretion of cortisol, moon phase, and hyperglycemia. Cortisol is antagonistic to insulin. It is hyperglycemic. So it causes hyperglycemia because it is caused by excess of cortisol. Cushing syndrome. And even if you don't know it, please wait. Cretinism. So what is cretinism? Low hyposecretion of thyroid and stunted growth. So you know that cretinism is 2. You are lucky. Cretinism D is 2, only in one option. Okay. So by that technique, you can arrive at this answer even if you don't know the Cushing's. All others will be helping you in reaching the correct answer. Okay. Regarding the digestive system of cockroach, structure used for the storing of food. Where is the food stored? It is stored in the crop. So it is 4. Ring of 6 to 8 blind tubules. 6 to 8. They are gastric CK or hepatic CK. So at the junction between gizzard and midgut. A ring of 100 and 150 yellow colored structures, Malpighian tubules. So 4, 2, 3, 1. Structure used for grinding of the food. It is gizzard. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Now, cerebral hemispheres are connected by nerve tract known as corpus callosum. Cerebral hemispheresന്റെ രണ്ട് പാളികളെ രണ്ടായിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആ രണ്ടായിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള രണ്ട് ഹാഫുകളെ they are connected by a fibrous tract called corpus callosum. That is characteristic of mammals. എല്ലാ മാമൽസിനും അതുണ്ടായിരിക്കും. അതുവഴിയാണ് റൈറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ലെഫ്റ്റ് ഹാഫ് ഓഫ് ദി ബ്രെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന ജോലികൾ പരസ്പരം അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും അറിയപ്പെടുന്നത്. നമുക്കറിയാം നമ്മുടെ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിനെ കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത് ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡ് ഓഫ് ദി ബ്രെയിനും വൈസ് വേഴ്സയാണെന്ന്. ആ ബ്രെയിന് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രവൃത്തികൾ മറ്റൊരു ഭാഗം അറിയുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ പരസ്പരം ഈ ആക്സോണുകൾ തമ്മിൽ ക്രോസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ആ ക്രോസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഭാഗമാണ് കോർപ്പസ് കാലോസം, ക്യാരക്ടറിസ്റ്റിക് ഓഫ് mammals. Statement 2. Brain stem consists of medulla oblongata, pons and cerebrum. No. Cerebrum അല്ല. Cerebrum വരുന്നില്ല ഇതിൽ. ഓക്കെ, പോൺസും ഹൈൻഡ് ബ്രെയിനുമാണ്, മിഡ് ബ്രെയിനിൽ ഭാഗമാണ് ബ്രെയിൻ സ്റ്റെം ആയിട്ട് മാറുന്നത്. സോ there is no cerebrum. So statement 1 correct ആണ്, statement 2 wrong ആണ്. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Go for the option 2. So the right answer is 2, option 2. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം, നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും പറയുന്നത് വിരൽ വെച്ചിട്ട് വേണം വായിക്കാൻ എന്നാണ്. അവസാനത്തെ വാക്കിലാണ് തെറ്റ് വരുന്നത്. കണ്ടോ, ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിട്ടാവും എല്ലാവരും അല്ലേ? Last question about non-chordates. എന്താണ് നോൺ കോർഡേറ്റ്സിന്റെ പ്രത്യേകത? കോർഡേറ്റ്സിനാണെങ്കിൽ ഫാരിങ്സ് ഈസ് പെർഫോംഡ് ബൈ ഗിൽ സ്ലിറ്റ്സ്, പെയ്ഡ് ഫാരിഞ്ചൽ ഗിൽ സ്ലിറ്റ്സ് കോർഡേറ്റ്സിനാണ്. നോൺ കോർഡേറ്റ്സിന് അതില്ല, അപ്പോൾ തെറ്റാണ്. നോട്ടോകോഡ് ഈസ് ആബ്സെന്റ്. ദാറ്റ് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് ഈസ് എ കറക്റ്റ് വൺ. നോട്ടോകോഡ് കോർഡേറ്റ്സിന് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ, നോട്ട് കോർഡേറ്റ്സിന് ഇല്ല. സെൻട്രൽ നെർവസ് സിസ്റ്റം ഈസ് ഡോഴ്സൽ. കോക്രോച്ചിലെല്ലാം സെൻട്രൽ നെർവസ് സിസ്റ്റം വെൻട്രലാണ്, അടിയിലാണ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ സെൻട്രൽ നെർവസ് സിസ്റ്റം ഈസ് ഡോഴ്സൽ എന്നുള്ളത് റോങ് ആണ്. ഹാർട്ട് ഈസ് ഡോഴ്സൽ ഈഫ് പ്രസന്റ്. ദാറ്റ്സ് എ കറക്റ്റ് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്. ഹാർട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, എല്ലാവർക്കും ഹാർട്ട് ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്നില്ല, ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഡോഴ്സൽ. കോർഡേറ്റ്സിനാണെങ്കിൽ ഹാർട്ട് ഈസ് വെൻട്രൽ. പോസ്റ്റ് ഏനൽ ടെയിൽ ഈസ് ആബ്സെന്റ്. അപ്പോൾ ഏതൊക്കെയാണ് കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. വാട്ട് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്സ് ദി ഫോളോയിങ് മോസ്റ്റ് അപ്രോപ്രിയേറ്റ് ആൻസർ ഫോർ ദി ഓപ്ഷൻ ഗിവൺ ബിലോ? ബി, ഡി, ഇ. ഇതായിരുന്നു നമ്മുടെ ടെക്നിക്ക്. ഓക്കെ, നമ്മൾ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളതിനെ കറക്റ്റ് ആണെന്ന് എഴുതി, തെറ്റായിട്ടുള്ളതിനെ ഇൻറ്റു മാർക്ക് ചെയ്തു. ഏതൊക്കെയാണ് കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ എടുത്തു. സോ ബി, ഡി ആൻഡ് ഇ ആർ ദി correct answers. Is it okay? എല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലായിട്ടുണ്ടാവുമെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. വളരെ സിമ്പിളായിട്ടുള്ള, വളരെ ലഘുവായിട്ടുള്ള തരത്തിലാണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് സെറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. അതിൻ്റെ ടെക്നിക്ക്, വേഗം ആൻസറിലേക്ക് വരാനുള്ള ടെക്നിക്കുകളും നമ്മൾ സ്വായത്തമാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് എല്ലാവരും നന്നായിട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും നല്ലത് വരട്ടെ. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം. താങ്ക് യു ആൾ. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
Very good evening and welcome, dear students. Those who are viewing this program, Professor P.C. Thomas and Chaithanya classes presents before you the discussion of today's Neet examination question paper, the botany part of the question paper. Altogether, the question paper consists of some questions from botany side and some questions are in the zoology section. The first question we come to: auxin is used by gardeners to prepare weed-free lawns, but no damage is caused to grass as auxin. As you know, the lawns are prepared by using or growing grasses, that is, they are monocot plants. Among the growing of grasses, some dicot plants also emerge in the lawns. They are called the weeds. To remove the dicotyledonous weeds, auxins are used. So what is the role of auxin in the preparation of weed-free lawns? The answer is the action of auxin. The action of auxin is option 2. It does not affect mature monocotyledonous plants. It does not affect mature monocotyledonous plants. At the same time, it remove or kill the dicotyledonous plants. Okay, option 2. Next question. Lecithin, a small molecular weight organic compound found in living tissue, is. Lecithin is a component of cell membrane and it is a phospholipid. Lecithin is a phospholipid. Answer option 1. Next. This is a match the following. So 4 items are given in list 1 and 4 items are given in list 2. First A, that is 2 or more alternative forms of a gene. It is referred as allele. 2 or more alternative forms of a gene is referred as allele. There is only one option which matches A with 3. All other options, it is A with 2, this is A with 4, this is A with 1. There is only one option, A with 3. So A with 3. B, cross of F1 progeny with homozygous recessive parent. It is test cross. C, cross of F1 progeny with any of the parent. It is back cross. Number of chromosome sets in a plant. It is referred as ploidy. If it is 1, it is haploid. If the number of set is 2, it is diploid. If it is 3, triploid, like that. Answer is option 2. Next, identify the set of correct statements. Identify the set of correct statements. Here A, statement A, flowers of Vallisneria are colorful and produce nectar. It is wrong, because Vallisneria is a plant in which the flowers are pollinated by water, that is, hydrophily is found. So statement A is wrong. B, then here B is correct. Flowers of water lily are not pollinated by water. C is correct. D is correct. E is correct. The only statement wrong is statement A. So the answer is 3. B, C, D only. They are correct. Next, question number 105. List of endangered species was released by IUCN. Next, 107. Which of the following required for dark reaction of photosynthesis? A is not required for dark reaction. It is A and B. They are required for only light reaction. C, carbon dioxide, D, ATP, and E, NADPH are required. So option 2, that is C, D, E only. Option 2. Next, the type of conservation in which the threatened species are taken out from their natural habitat and placed in special setting where they can be protected and given special care. Actually, it is ex situ conservation. A threatened species is taken out from the natural habitat and it is grown in a special arrangement or setup, that is actually ex situ conservation. But ex situ conservation is not in the option. In situ conservation is there. But as we know, ex situ conservation and in situ conservation are two major methods of biodiversity conservation. So answer is option 1, biodiversity conservation. Biodiversity conservation may be of two types, ex situ and in situ. But in situ is given, it is wrong. It is wrong. Semi-conservative method is not relevant. What? A sustainable development is not, but only acceptable one is biodiversity conservation. Next, a transcription unit of DNA is defined primarily by the 3 regions DNA, and these are with respect to upstream and downstream end. Here it is option C. Upstream end, we can read it like this: promoter, structural gene, and terminator. Option 3. The given figure, which come in the given figure, which component has thin wall, thin outer wall, highly thickened inner wall? The cell which is mentioned is guard cell. The cell mentioned in the question is guard cell. The guard cell, it is denoted by C. This is the guard cell. C. C is the guard cell. So option 4. In the stomatal complex or stomatal apparatus, guard cell marked in the diagram is op C, which is given in option 4. Next, identify the type of flowers based on the position of calyx, corolla, and androecium with respect to the ovary from the given figure. NCERT ditto diagram is given. So this is perigynous flower. This is also perigynous flower. A tricky question asked. Both of them are perigynous. Both of them are perigynous flower. So answer is option 3. Both A and B are perigynous flowers. Next, which of the following is an example of actinomorphic flower? Among the given 4, only Datura is an actinomorphic flower. The Pisum, Cassia, and Sesbania all are zygomorphic flower. The others are actinomorphic flowers. Next, which of the following can be explained on the basis of Mendel's law of dominance? Here B is the only wrong statement. Alleles do not show any expression. Alleles show its expression. In NCERT sentence partially given here, alleles do not show expression. Yes, alleles show. I mean, dominant allele show its expression in F1 generation. Only dominant allele expressed in F1 generation, but the other part of the statement is correct. Both the characters appear as such in F2 generation. As per the law of dominance in the F2 generation, as per the monohybrid ratio, 3 dominant is to 1 recessive. 3 dominant is to 1 recessive. That means both the characters appear in F2 generation, but only one allele, that is dominant allele, expressed in the F1 generation. All the other statement A, C, D and E are correct. In NCERT textbook, in the section law of dominance explained, these statements are partially or completely given. So A, C, D, E are correct. The only mistake is in statement B. So the option is 1. Next, inhibition of succinic dehydrogenase enzyme by malonate is a classical example of direct question from NCERT. Again, and it is given as an example for competitive inhibition. Option 2, competitive inhibition. Next, formation of interfascicular cambium. Interfascicular cambium is a secondary meristem. Interfascicular cambium is a secondary meristem. That is formation of secondary meristem from already differentiated parenchyma cell. It is de-differentiation. Answer, de-differentiation. Option 2. A pink flowered snapdragon plant was crossed with red flowered snapdragon plant. Snapdragon plant given in NCERT as an example for incomplete dominance. So pink is crossed with red. Pink is capital R small r, red is capital R small r. The progeny from this cross will be either capital R small r or capital R capital R. The progeny will be pink as well as red flowered plant. Option 1. The progeny may be red or pink. Next, in a plant, black seed color is maybe capital B, small b, is dominant over white seeded small b. In order to find the genotype of black seed from the question given is dominant. So a plant is showing dominant character. To know its genotype, to which plant it should be crossed. That means a plant having dominant character, to know the genotype, the plant should be subjected to test cross. So what is test cross? Test cross is the crossing of the dominant phenotype with the recessive pair. So answer is option 1. Then list 1 gives some of the microbes and list 2 gives its product. Clostridium butylicum, butyric acid, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, ethanol, Trichoderma polysporum, Cyclosporin A. Streptococcus species is Streptococcus. A3B1C4, A3B1C4 and D2, option 2. Next, how many ATP and NADPH are required for every molecule of carbon dioxide in Calvin cycle? That is, Calvin cycle require 18 ATP and 12 NADPH. Since six molecules of carbon dioxide are used, it is divided by 3. So that is 3 ATP and 2 NADPH per one molecule or per each molecule of carbon dioxide. Next, tropical regions greatest species richness, because so in biodiversity chapter we studied biodiversity is greatest in the tropical region. What are the reasons for this? Why tropical regions show maximum species diversity is the question, the basic concept of the question. Answer here, A is correct. A is correct because tropical latitude remains relatively undisturbed. But B is wrong. Tropical environment are less seasonal. Tropical environment are less seasonal. C is correct. More solar energy is available. D is correct. Constant environment. E is correct. They are constant and predictable. Answer is 4. A, C, D, E only. Next. Match the following. Here, nucleolus. Nucleolus is site of ribosomal RNA synthesis. Centriole is organization. Centriole is centriole is site of formation of glycolipid, site of formation organization like cartwheel. Leucoplast is for storing, C is for storing nutrients. Golgi apparatus, site of formation of glycolipids, and answer is 2A. 127 answer is 4. A3, B2, C4, D1. Answer 4. Identify the part of seed, the given distinct-form root. The part of the seed distinct-form root is radicle. During germination of the seed, radicle develop into root. C is the part destined for development of a radicle. Answer is 2. Answer is 2. The part labeled is C. Spindle fibers attached to kinetochore. Even though spindle formation is initiated in prophase, it attached to kinetochore during metaphase. Answer option 1. Then given below are two statements. Statement 1, chromosome become gradually visible under light microscope during leptotene. It is correct. Second statement, the beginning of diplotene stage is recognized by dissolution of synaptonymal complex. That is also correct. Here answer is both statements 1 and 2 are true. Given below are two statements. That is, first statement, gymnosperm lacks vessel but presence of characteristic of a angiosperm. The statement is correct. Statement 1 is this, that is, parenchyma is living but collenchyma is dead. Collenchyma is also living. So statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is false. Statement 1 is false. Statement 2 is true. Answer is 3. This is regarded as major cause of biodiversity loss. A is correct. B is correct. Mutation is not related. D is correct. E, migration is not related to biodiversity loss. Answer A, B, D are correct. Answer is option 3. A, B, D are correct. Next, the lactose present in the growth medium of bacteria is transported to the cell by the enzyme permease. So permease increases the permeability of the bacterial cell wall. The 3 enzymes which are produced by the lactoferrin, structural gene of the lactoferrin, out of these, beta-galactosidase, you know it is the hydrolysis of lactose. Permease increases the permeability and trans-acetylase to detoxifies thiogalactoside. Answer is 2. Next, bulliform cells are responsible for, bulliform cells are modified upper epidermal cells. They are present in monocote leaf and they reduce the transpiration by inward curling of leaves in the monocote. Next, the cofactor of the enzyme carboxypeptidase. The cofactor means the non-protein part of the enzyme is zinc. Then read the following statements and choose the set of correct statement. Here, A is correct with regard to Phaeophyceae. A is correct, but B is wrong. Sexual reproduction is not by oogamy only. It may be isogamy, anisogamy, or oogamy. Statement C is correct. Statement D is correct. Statement E is also correct. Answer is option 2, except B. A, C, D are correct. Next is match the following. Here, Robert May, he estimated the global species diversity. Alexander von Humboldt, species area relationship. Paul Ehrlich, Rivet Popper hypothesis. David Tillman, long-term ecosystem experiments. A3, B1, C4, D2. Option 1. Given below are 2 statements. In C3 plants, some oxygen binds to rubisco, hence carbon dioxide fixation is decreased. Statement 2 is wrong. In C4 plants, mesophils show very little photorespiration, no photorespiration. Mesophil cells does not show any photorespiration because the enzyme present for carboxylation is PEP carboxylase. PEP carboxylase can act only as carboxylase, cannot act as oxygenase. An enzyme which can act as oxygenase can do photorespiration. Since basophil cells contain PEP carboxylase as the carboxylating enzyme, they could not show photorespiration. Then, so while bundle sheath cells may show little photorespiration. So answer is option 2. Statement 1 is true. Statement 2 is false. DNA present in chloroplast. DNA present in chloroplast is that of a prokaryotic type. Prokaryotic type of DNA. And we know the prokaryotic type of DNA is circular. And as answer is option 1, circular double-stranded. We could drop these two options because they are linear. Linear is in the eukaryotic. So it is dropped. Next. Which of the following fused in somatic hybridization? During somatic hybridization, protoplasts are fused. After removing the cell wall, the living content of the cell, the protoplast is induced to fuse, and the fusion of protoplast, it is somatic hybridization. So somatic hybridization, the word is given, protoplast is fused. Then here, citric acid takes place in the citric acid cycle. It takes place in the mitochondrial matrix, glycolysis in cytoplasm, electron transport system in the inner mitochondrial membrane, proton gradient, it develops in the intermembrane space of mitochondria, A2, B1, C4, D3. There is only one option, A2. So there is no need of confusing with which one these B, C, D can be matched, because there is only one option, A2. Then, so here I match the following. In Frederick Griffith, it is transformation. Francois Jacob and Jack Monod, it is lac operon. Her Gobind Khurana, it is genetic code. Michelson and Stahl, semi-conservative replication. So A3B4, there is only one option, A3B4, option 1. So 144, monoadelphous stay condition can be matched with a China rose, diadelphous with a P, polyadelphous with citrus, epiphyllous condition, that is pollination, takes place above the surface of water in lily. A4B2C1, A4B2, there is only one option, A4B2, option 4, C1D3. Then the figure given as such, it is in NCERT. This is option 4, wind pollinated inflorescence showing flowers with exposed stamen. NCERT diagram as such it is given. Then GLUT4, it is for transport of glucose. There is only one option, option 4. A matched with 4. There is only one option. Insulin is a proteinaceous hormone. Trypsin is an enzyme. Collagen is intercellular ground substance. Like this technique, we can arrive quickly the answer. Next, 147. Identify the step in tricarboxylic acid cycle. There are 4 steps are given. Which one is not involved? Not oxidation. Not involved in oxidation. There is oxidation of the substrate. Answer is option 2. Conversion of succinyl coenzyme A to succinic acid. There is no oxidation. There is substrate level phosphorylation. Substrate level phosphorylation. In all other substrate, in all other step, the substrate is oxidized by the removal of electron. By the removal of electron, and that electron is accepted by NAD, and the NAD become NADH. Then spraying sugarcane crop, which one of the following plant growth regulator increase the length of stem? Length of stem in sugarcane can be increased by spraying gibberellin, which help the elongation of internode. Gibberellin, option 1. Then again match the following. Rose, it can be matched with a perigynous flower. It can be matched with 2. Then BP, it is marginal placentation. A2, B4, there is only one option. A2, B4, one option. C, cotton is twisted. Mango is a drupe. Answer is option 4. Next, which of the following statement is correct regarding the process of replication? So here, the process of replication is catalyzed by DNA-dependent DNA polymerase. DNA-dependent DNA polymerase, and the direction of polymerization is 5' to 3'. 5. It is DNA-dependent DNA polymerase catalyze the polymerization in 5', 3' direction. Next, here enzymes are given in list 1, and what type of bond they break, it is given on list 2. Lipases acting upon lipase, and they break the ester bond. Nucleases acting upon nucleic acid, and they break phosphodiester bond. Proteases, they broke peptide bond. Amylase, they broke glycosidic bond. Dear students, there is only one option with the D3. D3. Answer is option 2. Given below are stages of human evolution. Arrange it in the correct order. Human evolution, the ancestors are given. The oldest is, the most ancient is Homo habilis. So we have to start from A. There is only one option starting with A. Answer is 3. Answer is 3. Next, 60, I match the following. Axonym. Axonym can be matched with the cilia and flagella. Cartwheel pattern is centriole. Cristate is mitochondria. Then satellite, it is chromosome. There is only one option with a option 1. Option 2 is missing here. Okay, here it is A2. Here the answer is option 2. A2, B1, C4, and D3. It is option 3 as given. It is option 3. Answer is option 3. A2, B1, D3. Next. So 163. Okay. All right. 163. Then diakinase. Diakinase, it can be matched with the 4. Packetine, it can be matched with the 2, that is packetine. It is 163. Packetine 4. Packetine can be matched with 4. Diakinesis A can be matched with 2. Packetine 4. Cygotine can be matched with 1. Can be matched with 2. Completion of terminalization 163 is option 2. 1. Leptotine, it can be matched with 3. So here option 2. So diakinesis, that is completion of terminalization of chiasma. No, option is okay. Option is 2. 164. Down syndrome can be matched with 3. There is only one option. Down syndrome can be matched with 3. It affects 21st chromosome. There is only one option. Answer is 2. B, we can check alpha thalassemia. It is due to disorder in the 16th chromosome. Beta thalassemia in the 11th. And Klinefelter syndrome is defective in the X chromosome. Answer, this is the simplest technique of matching only one option, A with 3. Following are the stages of cell division. It is option, first thing should be G1 phase, first one. So the answer is either 1 or 3. We can drop option 2 and option 4. G1 is followed by synthesis. So next is C, E next C. E with the C is only one option. This is only one option, E with the C. So answer is 3. First should be G1, gap 1 phase. So answer is either 1 or 3. Next should be synthetic phase 2. So it should be C. Then A, then D, then B. Last one is cytokinesis. Option is 3. Next, 178. Which one is correct product of? A good question. DNA dependent RNA polymerase. DNA dependent RNA polymerase, the enzyme is indicative of transcription. Enzyme is indicative of transcription. The product is RNA. The RNA does not contain T, so we can drop this option. Option 3 we can drop because it contains. So here we have to write the template, the complementary strand of 3' TACATG. You can try at least writing the first 5. The answer is option 2. Why? The complementary base of T is A is U, C is G, A is U, then T is A, G is C. First, the first 5, we will get the answer. You can compare the first 5. Answer is 2. Which one of the following factors will not affect Hardy-Weinberg loop? This one affect Hardy-Weinberg, this effect, but constant gene pool will not affect the Hardy-Weinberg loop. Genetic recombination will affect the heart. Here not affect, others will affect Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Answer is option 3. Then the flippers of penguin and dolphin, they are examples of analogous organs, but option there is no analogous organ, but it is convergent evolution, option 2, because analogous organs indicate convergent evolution. 194. Here the ABO blood group father is B, mother is A, child is O. If a B group father and A group mother to have a O group children, father and mother should be heterozygous. So B group father will be like this, mother will be like this, O group child will be II. That is A only. Answer is option 4. Option 4. Here, polymerase RNA polymerase 3 195 RNA, it is of A4. Dear students, there is only one option, A4. A4. So answer is 3. RNA polymerase transcribes snRNA, tRNA. So answer is option 3. Then Mesozoic 196. Answer is 3. Mesozoic era. It is birds and reptiles. Then Proterozoic, out of text, it is B1. Xenozoic, the reason one, mammals. And Paleozoic, it is fishes and amphibians. A3, B1, C4, D2. Regarding catalytic cycle of an enzyme action, select the correct sequence. The first one should be substrate bind with the active site. So the answer is either 1 or 4. Second one is the enzyme substrate complex is formed. Substrate enzyme complex is formed. So the answer should be EA. EA. Here it is. Here it is. EA. Answer is 4. So we can drop the option 1 and 2 because starting should be E. 4 or 3. Then followed by A. Answer is 4. Then here NCERT true question word is there. You can see these two statements in the page where the chloroplast diagram is given in the NCERT. In that page, the statements are there. First statement is correct. Mitochondrial and chloroplast both are double membrane. But second statement is wrong. When we compare mitochondria and chloroplast, inner membrane of chloroplast is relatively less permeable. In NCERT, the sentence is of the two, chloroplast and mitochondria, that is, inner membrane of chloroplast is less permeable. So it is answer 2. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is wrong because it is not mitochondria. It is chloroplast. In NCERT sentence is of the two. After saying mitochondria and chloroplast, the sentence continue of the two. Inner membrane of chloroplast is less permeable. Answer is 3. So with this, we wind up the discussion of today's NEET question paper. I hope you did it your own satisfaction. I wish you all the best. Thank you, dear students. Thank you very much. Good night. Bye.